this your first time getting the chain, or you've had it before?
I had it in another start, I think against North Dakota State.
How'd you feel tonight?
Great. A lot of rest coming on. And when my team put up 5, I knew I was just going to shut them down, and I knew that was enough.
What was working for you? Why'd you feel comfortable out there?
Yeah. Honestly, everything was working. Fastball had good command tonight. Landing the breaker for the first time in a while, and was just staying ahead of the count, like I talked about last week. Just trying to stay out of 3-ball counts and just putting them away early.
Coming out of your hand, how do you know it's going to land? Like, how do you know when you have it or you don't?
Typically throw it the same each time. Sometimes it's a strike, sometimes it's not. Kind of just watch it go into the strike zone is when I know it.
Did you know you were coming out the pen tonight?
Yeah. I was supposed to come in earlier, but I guess we ran into some complications. But I was ready for whatever role.
I feel like you were pitching with more confidence tonight than you have been at other points?
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever pitched with a 3-0 deficit. First time I've ever pitched from behind. So, I mean, it wasn't any different. It was just like new to me. But once they put up 5, got a lot of confidence. Just got back out there and was just going to fill it up, keep the defense ready. And they played outstanding behind me as always.
And to that point, you mentioned those complications. So what was it like mentally having to kind of come in and play cleanup?
Yeah. It wasn't really any different. I knew these guys. None of them they never found themselves pressing. They knew they were going to get the job done. It was just a matter of time until, one of their pitchers folded. But I know I got a good defense behind me, so I just got to fill it up and they'll take care of the rest.
And elaborate on that. Like, what can you say about how the defense played behind you tonight?
Oh yeah. I mean, I know if I just fill it up, they're gonna put it in play. Great play at the end there by Stevie, and then Jake laying out his body on the fence. That's outstanding. And then Luis normally doesn't catch midweeks, but he came in at the back end there, and as always, just kept me in it.
What'd you see out of Connor in the first couple innings?
Yeah, I was in the pen, and it's not the best view, but yeah, he major step forward, landed a new breaking pitch, threw it for strikes, and I mean 3 with 1 run that probably could have been avoided, but I thought it was outstanding, and he'll be ready this weekend.
Maybe just with what Coach Yeski went through last week and what he's continuing to go through this week, what he means to you and how he's rallied with you guys maybe.
Oh yeah, I mean he knows the freshman struggles. He's been with me every step of the way, and it kind of just puts it in perspective for me. Like I think my life's tough, but he's going through stuff like that, and he's still able to do his job to the best of his ability. But he's never given up on anybody. He's not going to give up on me, and he stayed with me, and I'm super grateful and really appreciative.
Can you speak about your confidence? There was a couple times where, maybe they might have struck out looking and you was already halfway back to the dugout.
Yeah, it's the first time I've had that much confidence in a while. Just trying to get back in my groove. But I mean, I just knew it was a strike, so I just started my walk around.
Did it kind of remind you of high school at all?
I mean, a little bit. High school, I probably played with a little more swagger, and I guess I'm trying to get that back.
How's the progression been for you? Like, do you feel yourself taking steps week in, week out?
Yeah, I'd say this week was a lot better than my previous weeks. My body feels fine, feels better than last week, and I'm just going to keep it going, get in the recovery room, and stay healthy.
Your performance too, though, like you feel like every time you go out there.
He's done a good job of managing pitch load and building me up and bringing me down with whatever it takes. So I felt really good out there tonight.
Given Coach Yeski's job, how's he doing?
You would never know, and it's super cool to see that. And every pitcher is super appreciative of him because he doesn't pick out guys. He's with the whole staff. He doesn't want to see a struggle, and even times he's struggling in life, he's still been with us every step of the way.
Well, how big was that?
I feel like it's huge. Coach Johnson preaches that, it's never not our game. You're never out of a game. There's no clock in baseball. So knowing that regardless what's going on, we always have a chance to respond like we're going to tonight it's pretty huge for our team.
You guys had base runners pretty consistently. What was different about the 7th inning?
We just got to click in the right time. Like Coach Johnson just said, the game knows who needs to be rewarded. So when you have good innings like we did all day, sometimes it just pops like it did in the 7th, and just got to keep playing baseball.
Is that you guys making in-game adjustments like you have been a lot of times this year?
I mean, I wouldn't even say that. You know, sometimes you can have the best inning and you can never score for it. So it's just staying with the game, you know, not giving up and not getting your feelings about it.
Was it a little tougher to see the ball out of guys' hands at this place?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still baseball, so you still got to find a way to hit, you know, just like every other team's got to. But, I mean, we found a way. So.
Just a weird batter's eye?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Okay.
How important is it when you're able to kind of get hot there? It just wasn't like a run after run in just one inning.
I mean, when you can put a bunch of innings together that are, you know, 1-2 runs each and you just keep going, I mean, it's pretty big. I mean, you're never out of a game that way. You know, you don't rely on just one big inning and try to win every game. You can kind of keep it going. So, I mean, when you can score 1 or 2 runs every inning, it's pretty helpful.
I think you had a big hit against Southeastern last year when you guys were in Hammond. Obviously 3 hits tonight, another big game. What is it about playing against other Louisiana teams, you being a Louisiana guy, that you have these big games in these moments?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. When it's in the moment, I kind of forget who I'm playing against. So, I mean, it never really takes me out of who I'm playing. It's just trying to see the ball and, you know, keep inching for the next at bat or the next thing I have to do in front of me. So,
on this road trip, what's been the biggest key to success for you guys?
just never giving up, obviously. I mean, I feel like a lot of teams would have given up right there, you know, just tossing the towel in the hat, except that they lost in the midweek. But obviously we didn't. Our pitchers stayed in there, kept giving us chances, and our offense kept going, kept putting people on base, and, you know, we finally popped and we just got hot.
How would you explain this team's identity at this point in the season?
I feel like our toughness. You know, we've been down a lot of times, even to some really good teams, and we've never given up. You know, continue to put up runs. I mean, down 3-0 in the midweek, I feel like a lot of teams would probably give up on that situation, you know, just accept the fact they're tired or wasn't their game. But I feel like when you have a tough and together team, you know, just keep pushing and keep scoring runs. I feel like it's going to help the team a lot of ways down the road.
Who's been your roommate on the road trips?
Daniel Dickinson. We have it down to a notch. We've got to figure it out. I'm not going to give out what we do, but we got to figure it out when we go on the road. So.
You don't have to say what you specifically do, I guess, if you don't want to, but like what kind of thing are you talking about, though?
It's for me and him, man. Okay. we got our superstitions, and we're gonna keep it going between me and him.
Superstitions, so. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. It was a really good night for William on the mound. What was sort of different about tonight? Do you think?
I mean, I feel like he's always kind of the same. His stuff is electric. So, I mean, when you've got that kind of stuff, you just kind of need to stay in the zone. And, I mean, all of our pitchers were great today. Kept us in the game by keeping them down to 3 runs and kept giving us chances to come back and put our runs up on the board. So, regardless of who's on the mound, our pitchers will do that at teams for us.